Thank you, Norah.
And let's turn once again to our panel. And Gene, again, this question, what does Huckabee want?
Right, and it's a good question. He laid out the changes he wanted in the platform. One of which is that McCain renounce the McCain-Feingold campaign finance legislation, which is not going to happen. And the other things are not going to happen either. One thing he clearly wants is to make a point. I think it's reasonable to assume that he also wants to advance and secure his standing in the party. If he goes on too long, he jeopardizes that. Does he realistically expect a place on the ticket? I don't think that's realistic, so I don't know what else he wants.
It's truly a new, this is unprecedented. We have an open seat election, the first time in more than half a century where we don't have a president or a vice president on the ticket. But this would never have happened in years past, that someone like Huckabee could hang on and continue to, quote unquote, frustrate the presumptive Republican nominee, right, Pat?
Well, no, frankly, we went right on out to the convention against Dolan in 1992, and we went out for the platform, frankly, and this is what Huckabee could do. He talks about a human life amendment that's very important to conservatives, the marriage amendment that's very important to not only evangelicals but to conservatives. He could go out there and insist that the following things remain in the platform, and I can't see John McCain saying, no, we're going to tear them out. What Dole and some of those other people did said, we didn't read the platforms. And of course, I think they hurt themselves. But what Gene says is very true. You got to do this the right way. You run a high-level campaign, you make changes, and then you try to bring people aboard and you get back in. He's going to endorse, he's going to be a loyal soldier, because he sees himself as a possibility down in 2012 if McCain loses, just as Romney does. And I think Huckabee, by staying in, has, if you will, jumped ahead of Romney to a certain degree.
I think if Huckabee had really wanted to impact the platform, he would have picked stuff that John McCain would say yes to. And I think he didn't pick anything that John McCain will say yes to. So I think that's a bit of a show. I think that Huckabee is staying in this, as you say, to become a national figure, to become somebody who's elevated within the movement, within the party, hopefully, possibly to get another shot at this down the road. But I'm telling you, I think he's having a good time, and I think it's making him a political celebrity, and that's the end game.
I do think Pat is right that the pro-life amendment is really important.
But McCain will never do that. McCain is as pro-life as they come, but on ideological grounds, he doesn't want to change the Constitution.
Making that point is
make it in the platform. Whatever McCain does, you make it in the platform. You make the marriage thing in the platform. You get all the things you can in the platform. His delegates and McCain's delegates will vote for that. The conservatives will vote for that. And McCain will put McCain on the spot, but he'll say, look, this is what we got to do to get our party to support you in the fall, Senator.
I think if that's what he was going for, he would have asked for stuff that McCain will say yes to. I don't think McCain will say yes to any of the things that he's demanding. And the platform gets shredded the day after the convention anyway.
Well, but what he's going to ask for, mush? We're going to ask for the, Anwar or something? Come on.
All right, guys, stand by. We need to take a quick break.